Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the fifth and final match between the Rebels and the All-Stars. The Rebels are looking to cement their place in the log, trying to finish second, and the All-Stars are looking to find their first victory in the tournament in their final match here at CPL 5.0, here in the heart of Rondebosch at Western Province Cricket Club. We are at the Alan Lacey stand as the All-Stars push us off. As we see Jack Wells now on the ball, passing the ball to Mbasa Pilangane. Back to Jack Wells. Fantastic piece of work here by the All-Stars, playing the ball out wide to Ion Uber. Looking to find Matthew Temes, but Joshua Schwartz intercepts the ball, winning the free hit for his team. The ball gets played out. On the ball now. The Rebels right back. They look to keep the ball, keep the possession. Fighting for a place at the top in the second position on the log. See Gustav Lombard on the ball, passing it into Joshua Smith. Great piece of work here, and Jared Swartz lines up the hit and lays off the pass. Unfortunately, the ball goes out into touch. Joshua Swartz. As Jack Wells plays the ball to Mbasa Pilangane, finding his right back counterpart. Excellent piece of pressing here from the Rebels. Great turnover there. The ball goes out into touch, and it's an All-Star ball yet again. All-Stars look to drive quickly. Great work here by Joshua Smith, laying the ball off to Stefan Meyer. Good work there by the Rebels goalkeeper, as we see Joshua Smith driving through the heart of the All-Star defense, trying to lay off a pass into the D. Fortunately, the ball goes out into touch, as we see Jack Wells laying the ball off to Mbasa Pilangane, finding Matthew Temes, the captain for the All-Stars. Good piece of work here by the All-Stars. Fantastic work out from the back. The All-Stars move the ball into Jack Wells. Great work there by Jack Wells with a fantastic roll slap. A great post-up lead there by Jared Swartz. The ball gets played into Stefan Meyer, finding Joshua Smith in the middle of the park. Joshua Smith getting the ball up into the 3D area. Lays it off to Gustav Lombard. Gustav Lombard with a crunching hit in. Looking for the deflection to put it past to James Shona in goals. As Mbasa Pilangane just test the defense, the press from the Rebels. As Jack Wells back on the ball. This All-Star team, of course, being coached by none other than former Olympian Steve Evans. As we get a replay of this crunching hit from Gustav Lombard, the vice-captain for DF Milan's Premier Hockey team for 2023. Jack Wells is back on the ball. This Rebels team, of course, being coached by none other than Miguel Edwards. As Jack Wells gives a tester to his left back, Ion Uber. Good work there by Jared Swartz, just moving the ball side to side. Just get a picture of Miguel Edwards in the dugout. The rain has eased here at Western Province Cricket Club. You see Stefan Meyer back on the ball with a thumping slap in. Unfortunately, doesn't get the touch at the end of it. Gets a deflection off the defender's stick. And a long corner is awarded as we see Joshua Smith on the ball. SA under 17 player. Jack Wells with a fantastic interception, laying it off. And Stefan Meyer Great work here yet again by Stefan Meyer. Great overhead pass. Unfortunately, just mistrapped. We see Ion Hubert back on the ball, finding Jack Wells. Laying it off to Mbasa Pilangane. Fortunately, the outside half from the Rebels doesn't control the power from Mbasa Pilangane as we see Gustav Lombard on the ball. Gustav Lombard getting the ball into Joshua Smith. As they find Gustav Lombard on that left-hand flank yet again. Ball's lifted dangerously into Gustav. Fortunately, the umpire deems it to be not dangerous. It's Callum van Reenen van Oudtshoorn plays the ball to Mbasa Pilangane, who finds Jack Wells, but a crunching interception here by Jared Swartz. A great step from Jared Swartz. They get yet another circle entry. And good work here yet again. Fantastic pressing here by the Rebels as we get a replay from the step from Jared Swartz, is stepping in front of the fetcher, trying to link up with the far post runner, but there's that man yet again, Mbasa Pilangane. As we see Coach Miguel Edwards just rolling the substitutions. As we see Jack Wells back on the ball, laying it off to the outside, connecting into that final third, and Stefan Meyer is there to clean up. Unfortunately, a free hit is awarded for the All-Stars. Great work, great T-point entry here by the All-Stars, and a thumping tackle yet again, but a long corner is awarded to the All-Stars. So we see Jack Wells running after the ball, laying it off, and Jordan Paulson asking Mr. Umpire if he's five, and a thumping, a monstrous slap in from Jack Wells. Unfortunately lifts the ball a tad dangerous. And a big overhead onto Ethan Lee. Ethan Lee traps the ball with his body. And Callum van Reenen van Oudtshoorn back on the ball, moving the ball very nicely here. And that's a fantastic drive there by the All-Stars fetcher. Fortunately doesn't get the circle entry he's been looking for, but Callum van Reenen van Oudtshoorn plays the ball to Mbasa Pilangane, and a tremendous interception there by Josh Schmidt. Mbasa Pilangane back on the ball, playing the ball into the D, and Anthony Rimbold awards a free hit out for the Rebels, and the Rebels go for the overhead route once again. Jordan Paulson, thinking he's back in the classroom already, asks Mr. Umpire, was that not a foul? As we Stefan Meyer also going for that aerial route, picks out Josh Schmidt on the baseline. Josh Schmidt looks to connect with Ethan Lee. Great piece of work there by Joshua Smith. Fantastic save there by James Schoner. It's a beautiful save there by James Schoner. As the Rebels come back in, and Josh Schmidt back on the ball into Ethan Lee. Ethan Lee getting the ball, and a backspace hit here from the Rebel strikers. We get a replay from this opportunity from Josh Schmidt. Fantastic piece of skill and an excellent glove save there by James Schoner. Now on the ball, being pressed quite heavily, is Mbasa Pilangane, but he lays it off to Callum van Reenen van Oudtshoorn. Callum van Reenen van Oudtshoorn playing the ball all the way out. The ball gets played back into the pocket to Mbasa Pilangane. Over is thrown, but intercepted by Mohlodi Maseko. Mohlodi Maseko unfortunately kicks the ball. Different sport today. Mohlodi Maseko with a steam train run down the middle of the field, as Stefan Meyer is there to make sure he cleans up the mess. Great work there yet again by Stefan Meyer. Unfortunately plays the ball out into touch. And now the ball is with captain Matthew Temmis. Matthew Temmis with fantastic 3D skills. Unfortunately tackled there by Jordan Paulson. Jordan Paulson on the drive. Can he find Ethan Lee? Jordan Paulson still driving into the D. Can they get an outcome into Ethan Lee? Ethan Lee puts it into the space. Ethan Lee's got his stick on the ball, protecting the ball ever so slightly. Fantastic work there by Ethan Lee and wins a penalty corner. Penalty corner awarded for the Rebels, their first of the match. Fantastic spin there by SA under-17 player Ethan Lee. The two SA players congratulating each other there. But there's none other than the wall, James Schoner in the goal box. James Schoner just making sure his PC defense knows what's happening. As we see Stefan Meyer to inject, Ethan Lee to trap. And Josh Schmidt to trap. As we see Mokhlodi Maseko lining up on that castle number 2 behind captain Joshua Smith. Injection is good. Mokhlodi Maseko with a fantastic flick. Wondrous goal by Mokhlodi Maseko. That's a thumping flick past James Schoner's glove side. And that brings the Rebels 1-0 to the good. That's an excellent roundhouse flick there by none other than Mokhlodi Maseko, one of SACS's finest. SA under-16B players, we get a replay. Beautiful injection there by Stefan Meyer, and a beautiful roundhouse flick over the head of the postman. Mokhlodi Maseko firing bullets into the net. But ladies and gentlemen, you are at your most vulnerable when you've just scored a goal, as the All-Stars showcase here by winning a penalty corner seconds after the Rebels have scored their opening goal. Let's see what is the call here from the All-Stars, as we see Callum van Reenen van Oudtshoorn on our screen, ready to inject. Doing the hot chili stepper routine before the injection. Good work here by Matthew Temmis. Look to get a variation going, but Matthew Temmis unfortunately puts the ball wide, and the Rebels defense prevail. At the end of the first chukker, it is 1-0 to the Rebels, as they look to cement their spot at second place on the log. We'll see you in just a few seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the contest between the All-Stars and the Rebels in their 5th and final match at CPL 5.0. And a great turnover there by the Rebels on Callum van Reenen van Oudtshoorn. And a great drive here by the Rebels as they look to get yet another goal, having scored a mere seconds towards the end of the first chukker. But the All-Stars defense prevails as they play the ball out wide. The All-Stars defense being put under immense pressure. And the Rebels win a free hit just outside the 23-meter line. A pitchy shimmy from the right striker from the Rebels. Right striker plays the ball into Jared Swartz. Jared Swartz gives the ball. A great interception there by Jack Wells. Excellent piece of defending there by Jack Wells, as we see Stefan Meyer putting loads of pressure on this run. Stefan Meyer, excellent piece of skill there and defensive awareness just to channel the striker from the All-Stars. As the Rebels switch into a back three formation, they've got Joshua Smith in the pocket as well as Stefan Meyer, but that ball is intercepted by none other than Jack Wells. The ball is taken quickly, free hit, and they drive down this right-hand touchline. Excellent work here by the All-Stars. All-Stars win a free hit inside the 23-meter line of the Rebels. Good work here yet again by the All-Stars. As the ball is scrambled into the D. Good work there by Stefan Meyer, clearing the ball out. Can the Rebel striker find Joshua Smith? On the ball now yet again. Jack Wells being dispossessed by DF Melandert. On the ball now, trying to find Matthew Temmis, the captain for the All-Stars. Great piece of work here yet again by the All-Stars as Jared Swartz puts in a monstrous shift, a rebellious shift. Good work here by the All-Stars, and Jack Wells back on the ball, playing the ball out wide to Callum van Reenen van Oudtshoorn with a bietjie binnebuite, playing it off to Matthew Temmis. Can he find Callum van Reenen van Oudtshoorn? Good work here yet again, and a great tackle there by Jared Swartz. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. In the second chukka on our screen now, we have Stefan Meyer, one of Saxo's finest in our view. As the ball gets played into Jared Swartz. Excellent turnover here by the Rebels through Stefan Meyer. Stefan Meyer yet again on the ball. Excellent distribution skills from him as he reaches that outside midfielder. All-Stars play the ball out. And a free hit for the Rebels. Rebels looking to engage, and Jack Wells is there yet again to clean up. Good work here yet again by the Rebels, driving through. There's Callum van Oudtshoorn, Callum van Reenen van Oudtshoorn. And this is a great piece of through ball play here by the All-Stars. And all effort being displayed here with a diving tackle. Letting the ball go out of play. Stefan Meyer is there to apply pressure. The All-Stars win the free hit. We see Matthew Temmis now on the ball, also SA under 17 player. Good work there, great monstrous chuck. Crossfield as we see Matthew Temmis in our view. Good work here yet again. The All-Stars getting a circle entry and winning a penalty corner for the efforts. Penalty corner number 2 for the All-Stars. First penalty corner was a variation. Will we see if they change it up? We have Matthew Temmis, captain for the All-Stars, to trap. Callum van Reenen van Oudtshoorn with the hot chili stepper pre-injection routine. Good work. Low flick, great save, playing the rebound. An excellent piece of goalkeeping here as we see Jordan Paulson driving. Jordan Paulson still driving, getting the tackle in. brilliant piece of counter defense from the All-Stars, nullifying the counter attack from the Rebels. You see Matthew Temmers now on the ball. Matthew Temmers with a big pass. Now we have Jack Wells in the middle of the park. Jack Wells unfortunately giving it away to SA under-17 player Ethan Lee. Ethan Lee picking out Jordan Paulson. Jordan Paulson's one-on-one with James Shona. And that's a beautiful save by James Shona. And Jordan Paulson back in. Jordan Paulson winning a penalty corner for the Rebels. The previous penalty corner, Mokhlodi Maseko scored a bullet over the post player's head. Will they do the same the second time round? As the Rebels huddle up, now we get to see the replay. Ethan Lee with a brilliant pass into Jordan Paulson, but an even better log save there by James Shona. Now at the top of the castle, we have Joshua Smith. Joshua Smith, ooh, and the injection goes wide, plays it out. Penalty corner is finished. Mbasa Pilangane with a reckless tackle. Mbasa Pilangane still applying the pressure, unfortunately giving away the free hit in favor of the Rebels. Nabichi Banabe to put it onto the foot. Good work there yet again by the Rebels. Stefan Meyer comes up for support. Stefan Meyer keeping complete control of the ball. Great work as he tries to find Jordan Paulson, but there's a step from none other than Jack Wells. Jack Wells has been playing superbly in the match as Stefan Meyer picks out Joshua Smith. Joshua Smith back on the ball. Great tackle there yet again by Jack Wells. Crunching tackle here by the Rebels. Great overhead pass there from the Rebels right back. And the Samba skills here and the 3D skills from the Rebels striker. Brilliant piece of work. Can he get an outcome for his effort? And a penalty corner is awarded. Deemed a reckless challenge from player number 90, Mbasa Pilangane. As we see the goal scorer for the first goal for the Rebels going to inject Mokhlodi Maseko, as we have Joshua Smith and Stefan Meyer at the top of the castles. Mokhlodi Maseko to inject. Ethan Lee with no trap. Puts the ball, tries to find Joshua Smith, finds Mokhlodi Maseko on the baseline. Mokhlodi Maseko tries to find Jordan Paulson, and the ball gets played into Joshua Smith, and an even and a fantastic glove save there by James Shona, as we see Jordan Paulson trying to get the ball into the D. And it's shambles. We are in shambles. And James Shona has pulled the rabbit out of the hat. He's made not one, not two, not three, but 4 incredible diving saves to keep his team in the contest. As we see Stefan Meyer with the overhead ball. Stefan Meyer finding Jordan Paulson. Jordan Paulson looking to keep the ball, distributes, and now they look to recycle. The All-Stars step up the press. Mbasa Pilangane with a crunching tackle there on Gustav Lombard. And the ball now yet again on the right-hand side, and another circle entry, weaving his way in, winning yet another penalty corner. You just get a replay off of all these saves. James Shona doing breakdancing on the floor there. Not one save, not 2 saves. James Shona just making himself big, and oh my days, that is a fantastic body on the line save from the All-Stars, keeping them in the contest. As we see a change up in the dynamic with Stefan Meyer to inject. Ethan Lee, number 46, to trap. It's under 17 player Joshua Smith with the flick, plays it to Jordan Paulson. Jordan Paulson just a bit too eager. Now the ball gets played to Ethan Lee, puts it onto the tomahawk. Ball gets played, lifted dangerously. Mokhlodi Maseko traps it out of the air. Can he get the shot off? Moklodi Moseko makes the wind direction change with the swing and the miss. As the All-Stars look to break. Moklodi Moseko fortunate with that half volley shot. Couldn't double his tally in the game so far. You see Stefan Meyer back on the ball, distributing the ball with ease. The ball gets played here into the middle. Good piece of work here yet again from the Rebels. They're putting on a rebellious performance against the All-Star shift from the All-Stars as Jordan Paulson links up yet again with Ethan Lee, SA under-17 player. Can they get an outcome? Jordan Paulson, unfortunately, chooses the wrong net to score, and he hits the net behind the goal box. As we get a view of former Olympian Steve Evans. Ladies and gentlemen, with that, it brings us to the close of the first half. Let's just get a replay on this fantastic opportunity. Ethan Lee driving down. And tries to pick out Jordan Paulson, but unfortunately just misses that right-hand upright. And with that, it brings us to the end of the first half with the Rebels leading the contest, 1 goal to the good. And we'll see you in a few minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the contest between the All-Stars and the Rebels. The Rebels push us off for the start of the third chukka. The Rebels are leading the contest 1 goal to 0 as they look to cement their second place finish here at CPL 5.0. We are at Western Province Cricket Club in the heart of Rondebosch. We are viewing from the Alan Lacey stand. The Rebels showing great patience, but unfortunately a mistrap, and now the All-Stars are coming, driving forward, winning the free hit. A good play here from the All-Stars as they look to get themselves back into the game, as Jared Swartz wins a free hit for his team. And now the Rebels look to play out yet again. The All-Stars going into a deep three-quarter press, hoping to hit the Rebels on the counter-attack. As the ball gets played into Josh Schmidt, does a step over the ball, but is tackled by none other than Matthew Timmis. Matthew Timmis distributing the ball wide, crunching tackle. Can he find Gustav Lombard? Gustav Lombard is one-on-one with Jack Wells, but he lays the ball off to his supporting player. And it's back to Gustav Lombard. Fortunately, the ball cannot be trapped on the sideline, goes out into touch for a free hit in the favor of the All-Stars. As Jack Wells is on the ball now. Jack Wells finds Matthew Temmers being put under immense pressure by Joshua Smith. Unfortunately, the ball gets thrown into the midfield. Joshua Smith intercepts. And here come the Rebels down this right-hand touchline. Excellent piece of skill here. And wins the free hit inside the 23. The Rebels look to win. The Rebels lift a ball dangerously into the D. We see Matthew Temmers on his way. And the ball is loose. And we went for a bumper car right there as the Rebels win the free hit out. As we see Jared Swartz back on the ball. Good piece of work here by the Rebels, being coached by none other than Miguel Edwards. And the All-Stars being coached by former Olympian Steve Evans. Unfortunately, the ball goes out into touch. And it's the free hit for the All-Stars. Good work here yet again by the All-Stars, winning yet another free hit on the sideline. And a bit of a fake there by the All-Star defender, finding Jack Wells all the way back. Jack Wells laying the ball off. Gustav Lombard applying massive amounts of pressure. Stefan Meyer gets given the handoff by the All-Star striker. Ball gets played in. He's cleared yet again, and the ball is lifted dangerously into the face of the All-Star defender, with a massive overhead being chucked by the Rebels defender. And the All-Stars recover, being put under immense pressure by the big man. It's Matthew Temmers in the middle of the park. Finds Jack Wells. Excellent piece of interplay here by the marquee player, Matthew Temmers. It's under 17 national team player. Jack Wells applies pressure and a crunching tackle, but gets punted. Crunching move here by the Rebels, and the cross-field pass find its way to Jordan Paulson, and that is a beautiful finish. The ease of mind from Jordan Paulson to find Ethan Lee on the P-spot. Miguel Edwards is very pleased with that goal, as that brings the Rebels 2 goals to the good at the start of the third chuck, as we see Mokhlodi Maseko applauding his team. That's excellent work. There's a big crossfield ball into the path of Jordan Paulson. Ethan Lee is in the correct spot, and a one-time finish into the back of the net for the Rebels. And they lead the contest 2 goals to the good. Good sportsmanship there shown by Stefan Meyer and Mokhlodi Moseko, giving the ball for the All-Stars. And a great interception here by Jordan Paulson as he looks to connect yet again with Ethan Lee. Just gives a bit too much pace on the ball. The goalkeeper decides to play the pass, keeping the game alive. With 6 minutes left to play in the third chukker, in the 5th and final game here at CPL 5.0 in the under 18 boys section. Big crossfield ball being played, trying to find Callum van Reenen van Oudtshoorn. Unfortunately, the ball is just a tad behind him. Joshua Smith is now on the ball yet again, being put under immense pressure. And now we have on the ball Matthew Temmers. Unfortunately, the ball hits the body. Will the Rebels look for the aerial route once again? And a big aerial ball is thrown. Finds Ethan Lee, Good work there by Ethan Lee controlling the ball. And a crunch burger tackle there by Matthew Temis. Matthew Temis, Bana Baita, Mokhlodi Maseko, I see you later. Fantastic work there by the captain from the All-Stars. As we see Mbasa Pilangane on the ball, finding Callum van Reenen van Oudtshoorn. And a thumping interception there by Ethan Lee, being taken to ground by the All-Star defender. Another big overhead being thrown. Excellent 3D control here by Jordan Paulson, finding Joshua Smith on the left-hand baseline. Mokhlodi Maseko gets the touch, but it just goes wide of the right-hand upright. And the ball goes out for a 16-yard hit in the favor of the All-Stars. That's an outstanding opportunity for the Rebels to put this game to bed, as Mbasa Pilangane is turned over, as we see Jordan Paulson back on the ball, and a long corner is awarded. Let's just get a look at this. Excellent work here by Joshua Smith. Picks out Mokhlodi Maseko with an unfortunate touch just wide of the upright. And good work there by Mbasa Pilangane. It's a beautiful tackle there yet again. Now on the ball we have Mokhlodi Maseko. Excellent piece of skill. A V-pull into a 3D pop. Excellent skill there by Mokhlodi Maseko. Lays the ball off to Stefan Meyer. Stefan Meyer tries to find Mokhlodi Maseko, but it's intercepted by Matthew Temis. Good work there by the All-Star captain, marquee player Matthew Temis. On the ball now yet again, Matthew Temis. Fortunately dispossessed by the Rebels defender. Good work here yet again by Matthew Temis. Gets the ball yet again, and the counter-attack is launched. But that is a steal from Stefan Meyer. And the hit goes against the All-Stars in favor of the Rebels. Rebels on the ball. All-Stars press with a deep three-quarter press coming into a half-court press. The Rebels back into a back four shape. Excellent turn here by the Rebels defender. Can he find his partner Jordan Paulson? And the aerial route is taken once again. The ball fizzles out into touch. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it brings us to 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third chukka in the game. We see Steve Evans just making sure his team understand what they need to do, as the Rebels take their time to set up. Being 2 goals up, they find Stefan Meyer. Stefan Meyer looks to go for the aerial route. Can he find Ethan Lee up front? Unfortunately, Ethan Lee with a mistrap. Hits the shin pad out of frustration. And the All-Stars take the ball quickly. Excellent work. Gets past Stefan Meyer. Good work here by the Rebels. So they go for the aerial route once again, but intercepted there by Ion Newberg as he finds Mbasa Pilangane, but it's stolen from him. And the counter-attack is launched. Can he find Ethan Lee? Ethan Lee with a finish into that bottom right-hand corner. That is scrumptious stuff. That is a scintillating counter-attack launched by the Rebels. And the ease of mind to find Ethan Lee in the correct spot yet again, and as he slots the ball home into that bottom right-hand corner. That brings the Rebels 3 goals to the good. As we get a replay here. Ball is stolen off of Mbasa Pilangane. Engages the defender. And that is an exquisite finish by Ethan Lee. SA under 17 player, marquee player for CPL 5.0. Also part of that Western Province under 18 team, winning gold in Bloemfontein in July at IPT 2023. We see Stefan Meyer back on the ball, one of Sax's finest. Gives us the ball to Mokhlodi Maseko. Excellent work here by Mokhlodi Maseko. The ball gets lifted dangerously. Can he play the ball on the half volley? Great save there by the goalkeeper. And a free hit out is awarded by Anthony Rimbold. to the All-Stars. As the All-Stars move the ball into Callum van Reenen van Oudtshoorn. The 1-2 being played here by Callum to Callum yet again. 7 seconds left to play. See Mohlodi Maseko on the ball. And with that, brings us to the end of the third chukka in the game. The Rebels lead the contest by 3 goals to 0 as they look to cement that second place spot at CPL 5.0 in the under 18 boys section. We'll see you in just a few short minutes. A very warm welcome back to Western Province Cricket Club. The Rebels lead the tie by 3 goals to 0 in their 5th and final match here at CPL 5.0. Rebels keeping the ball, playing the ball to Stefan Meyer, down to Jared Swartz. Jared Swartz gives a bit of a tester, making sure his teammates are still awake. Jared Swartz with excellent play there with Stefan Meyer. Stefan Meyer opting for the overhead route. The All-Stars just look to play the ball out. We find Callum van Reenen van Oudtshoorn finding Matthew Temmers in the middle of the park. Good work there by marquee player and captain for the All-Stars, Matthew Temmers. And great switching of play from zone 1 all the way to zone 3. And a beautiful through ball into that high-hanging strike of the Rebels. And a long corner awarded by umpire Anthony Rumbold for the Rebels. Rebels moving the ball nicely into that corner. Can they look to get a circle entry from here? They win a free hit just on that right-hand touchline. A big spin, but that is read by the All-Star defender. On the ball now we have Mbasa Pilangane. Mbasa Pilangane has been at war with his counterpart in the heart of the midfield. On the ball now we have Gustav Lombard. Gustav Lombard on the tomahawk hit. That is a beautiful hit. Fantastic work there by Gustav Lombard. And an audacious attempt trying to score past the goalkeeper's head as he gets a high five from Mohlodi Maseko. As Jack Wells plays the ball to Callum van Reenen van Oudtshoorn, finds Matthew Temmers, a 1-2 to the outside. Great work here by the All-Stars. And Stefan Meyer back on the ball, just slowing down the game. And a great step there by Mbasa Pilangane. So we get a replay of this fantastic tomahawk hit and a great one-handed reverse tick tackle. And audacious to say the least, just past that left hand upright. that would have been a sublime finish from the Rebels forward. The Rebels are moving the ball, keeping it in that right-hand corner. But a free hit is awarded to the All-Stars as we have Jack Wells back on the ball. Jack Wells moves the ball, keeps it under control. Now blindside pressure being applied to Jack Wells, but Jack Wells gets out of it with ease. And now on the ball we have Callum van Reenen van Oudtshoorn. That is beautiful pressure being applied there by Gustav Lombard. Gustav Lombard back on the ball, puts the ball back on the tomahawk hit. And that's a great clearance. Great clearance from Gustav. Was a bit naughty there from the Rebel striker, just hitting the ball way at the end. You see Callum van Reenen van Oudtshoorn back on the ball. Callum van Reenen with a binnebuiter. Very good skill here. Great work by the Rebels. As Matthew Temmers comes to intercept. Great work there, finds Mbasa Pilangane. Mbasa Pilangane taken out with a shoulder charge. And Matthew Temmers back on the ball now. Great piece of work here. Finds Jack Wells in the middle of the park. An excellent roll slap to find Callum van Reenen van Oudtshoorn. But he's a tired boy, he doesn't feel like running that 15-meter sprint. As Jack Wells still looks fresh as ever in the heart of the All-Star defense. Back now with Jared Swartz, keeping the ball for his team. Jared Swartz, a utility player of sort, playing striker, playing midfield, and now playing at the back. Very good work here by Joshua Smith. And a crunching tackle there by Mbasa Pilangane. You see Steve Evans just making sure his team knows what to do. Stefan Meyer. Beautiful work there from Stefan Meyer. As he finds Joshua Smith. Joshua Smith enters the D. Can he get an outcome here for his team? Now, I have no idea what happened there. I think it hit the crossbar as we see Moglodi Moseko just lifting the ball a tad dangerously against Jack Wells. As we get a replay from this attempted finish by, oh my goodness gracious me, Josh Smith hits the upright and it goes out. Very unlucky there for Joshua Smith, SA under 17 player. You see Stefan Meyer back on the ball. Stefan Meyer trying to find Joshua Smith. Joshua Smith doesn't control the ball this time as we have Mbasa Pilangane back on the ball. Very good work here by the All-Stars and a crunch burger tackle there by Stefan Meyer. Stefan Meyer keeps the ball, plays it out to Jared Swartz. Good work here yet again by the Rebels. Plays the ball all the way wide to Joshua Smith. Can he find Jordan Paulson on the outside? Joshua Smith with the drive. And a crunching tackle there by Jack Wells. He cleans up the mess. Good work there by Jack Wells. And a big overhead being chucked by Stowe, but stolen out of the air. And a fake hit from the Rebels. And Jordan Paulson goes in with the shoulder against Ion Hubert. Unfortunately giving the free hit away. As we see Gustav Lombard trying to get back onto the field. On the ball now with a beautiful through ball there from Callum van Reenen van Oudtshoorn. Back on the ball now we have Stefan Meyer with the composure. Cool, calm and composed Stefan Meyer keeps the ball in the corner, delays the clock, winds it down. As we see Callum van Reenen van Oudtshoorn applying pressure to the inside. But unfortunately, the All-Stars defender, the Rebels defender plays the ball out. As you see Matthew Timmers back in the middle of the park. Great interception there yet again by Stefan Meyer. Finds Joshua Smith on his right-hand side. And a beautiful through ball being played there to Jordan Paulson. One-on-one with Jack Wells. Tucks in. Can he find Ethan Lee? Tries to find Ethan Lee yet again on that far post. Mokhlodi Moseko and Ethan Lee. Ethan Lee now back on the ball. Can he find an outcome? Beautiful piece of 3D skills here by Ethan Lee. Marquee player for the Rebels. Plays the ball onto a stick of the All-Stars. And a free hit out for the All-Stars. You see that counter-attack yet again. Jordan Paulson tucks the ball in. Tries to find Ethan Lee on that far post. But a beautiful save there by the All-Stars goalkeeper. Gustav Lombard gets a stick into that challenge. Fortunately gives the foul away. Gustav Lombard. Good work here. Get the ball to Jack Wells. Now into Callum van Reenen van Oudtshoorn. Here's the opportunity into the middle of the D, but unfortunately misses the goal box. The ball gets played. So we are underway yet again in the final 2 minutes. So we now have Joshua Smith on the ball. Can he find Jordan Paulson? He finds Mokhlodi Moseko. Can they get an outcome here? But it's cleared very well by the All-Star defense. And a bitchy skill there. It doesn't work out for the All-Stars. Can he find Ethan Lee? Ethan Lee with fantastic bit of 3D skills, elimination skill. And a quick slap wide. And he finds Joshua Smith. Gives a bit of hands to the All-Star defender, but it doesn't work. The All-Star defender is up for the challenge as he wins a free hit. The ball yet again. All-Stars are coming, looking to get at least one goal onto the scoreboard. As the Rebels turn over the ball. And a loose ball given to Joshua Smith and intercepted by the All-Stars. Good work here by the Rebels. And an under the shoulder tuck. Sells his friend a bit. Good work here by the Rebels to get the ball out. This is a great piece of outletting being displayed by the Rebels. A big hit in, trying to find Ethan Lee, but he finds Mokhlodi Moseko on the tomahawk. Mokhlodi Moseko tries to find that top left-hand corner. That's a beautiful save there by the All-Star goalkeeper. Mokhlodi Moseko takes it by himself. Gives a fake hit, makes everybody a bit scared. And great work there yet again. Mokhlodi Moseko back on the ball. A great tackle there by the All-Stars. The All-Star defense prevails. As we get a replay of this tomahawk hit from Mokhlodi Moseko. Ethan Lee backpedaling for dear life. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the 5th and final match of CPL 5.0. The Rebels lead the All-Stars by 3-0. Ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the tournament. We want to extend a heartfelt congratulations to Coach Abdul Aziz Kasim and the Raiders team for winning CPL 5.0 in the under-18 boys section. A very congrats to you for all the hard work. And then for the viewers at home, we can't wait to see you at CPL 6.0. Thank you very much and a good night.